Hi guys, welcome to Love Story. So I just want to share the importance of doing this fast that I've been talking about. I've been posting it on my community tab. I think it's really important to do this fast, and I am super late on starting this specific fast. But what I recommend doing is what she recommends, which is binge watching it. And I feel like if this is really important to you, if your spiritual health, spiritual journey, your deliverance December is very important to you, and you feel the Lord in this, and you're actually being led by the Lord, and you're actually putting your flesh down and saying, hey God, should I do this? Is this important? I feel like this is something that should be done and expedited as soon as possible. I know people are very busy, but I just feel like there is something when it comes to obedience and the Lord tugging on you. If he's not tugging on you, I mean, maybe there is a reprobate mind going on. I don't know. But in certain situations, if this is presented to you, you should take it and run with it and do it ASAP. Now, I'm saying this because right now God is doing a thing and it's in his timing. And certain things need to be expedited, and they are being expedited. And those who want to be obedient to the Lord and who want to just like fall in line with what the Lord is doing right now, they're going to be obedient to this. So, excuse me. As I am putting pictures up of this Aladdin, I was just trying to look and see what pictures I wanted to put up. And I took pictures of this movie as I was watching it one day with my kids, and it's Aladdin and the King of Thieves, I believe. And if I'm wrong, I will put the information in the description box, so just check that out. But I did not realize that this movie was actually really good, and I was looking at it prophetically and like biblically, trying to look at it. I just saw so much in it. And Aladdin and Jasmine were getting ready to be married, and then some thieves came to destroy the wedding before they could even get married. And it reminds me of us as the bride of Christ, and just the enemy trying to destroy our relationship with the Lord, get us to fall, get us to walk away and stuff like that. And it also reminds me of just like our personal lives, where he, when it comes to just like relationships, marriages, kingdom marriages, the enemy will try and destroy your destiny and delay God's will in your life. And when that ended up happening, what happened was Aladdin had to go away, and he basically had to face his past. And so I'm going to basically relate this to people. Like, we need to face our past. We need to dig deep. We need to go on a healing journey. I firmly believe that, especially if you want to walk in your divine destiny and do what the Lord has you to do. Like, the enemy will cause us to fall into the trap of delay, laziness, the cares of the world, going after money, just different things that that the enemy distracts us with, idolizing different things in our lives. And what's so important about this fast with Tiffany Montgomery is she goes deep into the bloodline to deliver us from these things. Now, I have done deliverance when it comes to like bloodline deliverance. I've done that over the years, and it's amazing. But there's always something. There's always something new, or we always end up going back a little bit and like picking up those fragmented pieces again. And so it's really important. So in this movie, it's like this battle never ends. When you think it's over, there's just more of a fight. And Aladdin is the one having to battle this in this situation. And Jasmine, his soon-to-be bride, she's like waiting patiently. And she's trying not to get, worried. But it's like she looks into the sky and she's just like, almost like she's praying. And, the bride of Christ, we are weary down here waiting on the Lord's return, waiting to be with him because the battle here is so fierce. But we must do like Aladdin. We must do the inner healing. We must not even just inner healing, but just like this daily purposeful like worship instead of worrying. Like if we worship the Lord instead of worrying, it's like it acts like a guard around our brains, around our minds. And this is one important thing I learned on this fast, the Year of the Bride fast with Tiffany Montgomery. And she explains it so well. She gives so much detail, and it really helps because I am a deep diver when it comes to like studying. I mean, I haven't studied the word like deep in a long time since I had long COVID, but it's really refreshing to go back in that deep again. And she's an amazing teacher. She's a little rough on the edges sometimes, not all the time. I like how she's firm and assertive, but there's times when I think it's a little much when rudeness comes out. But I think her assertiveness is excellent. She doesn't take any crap, and so that will help you grow and leaves little room for excuse. And it's just amazing. So I highly recommend doing this. And if your priority is the Lord and your priority is your marriage, kingdom marriage, your destiny, and you don't want delay anymore, this would be a priority to you. And I feel like people who do not prioritize the Lord, that is really sad. And I just want to encourage you to take a look and inside and ask yourself, ask the Lord, like, why am I not prioritizing you in this way to make my relationship with you grow? Sometimes it's pride if we don't think we need this. Originally, when I started the fast, I started like at day 7 because I was like, I don't need the first 6. I've done deliverance in my bloodline. I don't need that. Well, in one of her videos, she recommended to, and I wasn't going to, but then she said something else, and I was like, God, let me be obedient to the teacher. I haven't done that in a long time, to where I respected a leader and I was actually obedient. I do believe it's important to be obedient to certain leaders. And I say certain leaders because you do have to be careful who you're falling under. But, under the Lord's leading, I went ahead and listened to her. And I found so many nuggets. And she goes deeper, not even deeper, it's just in a different way, and new pieces of knowledge that I picked up in the way that she does things and with the books that she recommends. So it's really good. I'm still going through it. It's really long. I'm doing the playlist. It says finale, but there's another Year of the Bride playlist, and I'm kind of confused. So I'm doing the one that says finale because that one seems to be legit. They both have like 25 to 28 though days. So it was a 25-day fast technically. And so I'm just binge watching a few per day. So I recommend, like she says, stop watching, put your phone down, put the TV away, and just binge watch if this is a priority to you. Yeah, and obviously fast in the process. She gives all the details, and I pray that you would take heed to what the Lord wants you to do. And let's see. Also, let's go back to this movie. I'm always going off track and forgetting what I'm talking about. But so Aladdin, he ended up facing his past, and he got to meet his father, and he found out that his father was one of the thieves, and he found out why his dad left him. and his mom. And so he got understanding, and that was good healing for him. And his dad, even, after meeting Aladdin, was just like, I don't belong hanging out with you. And, the lifestyle you have, I'm basically just a thief. But, and in my personal life, I've heard this same thing. And I'm just like, this is crazy because this is how people really are. But Aladdin, he did not follow in his father's footsteps. But when we see and we understand what happened in our past and our, with our parents, grandparents, great grandparents, and stuff like that, we are able to gain knowledge. We're able to forgive, even if we haven't gained knowledge. We're able to, break the covenant that our ancestors have done and move on. Now, when Aladdin was done fighting, when he was done learning about his past, he went back to the palace and he got to reunite, reconnect with Jasmine as they keep being separated through this fighting that the enemy is doing. So that's why Aladdin needed to get free. He needed to get healed because all of this fighting from his bloodline, it came from his father. And so, because his father was the one that was after, I don't know what the thing was, but he was trying to steal something that they had. Anyways, they ended up finally reconnecting after the battle that Aladdin had to deal with. And they did end up finally getting married, and Aladdin gained this healing, and they were able to live at peace and go on their way and do what the Lord called them to do, basically. Like, if you want to think about it for your own life, that is what we must do. So have a good rest of your evening, and I want to encourage you to watch the movie. It's actually pretty good. All right, God bless.